Okay, let's talk about how animated tiles work. Here I am in the animated tile class. There's a 2D int array called the animation tile coordinates. The rows of this 2D array consist of sequential tile indices, which are the sequence of images that you want to display. Column 0 is the tile row, or possibly column. Column 1 is the other coordinate. What is it? It's probably column row. Let's say x, y instead of column row. Okay, so going back, column 0 in this array is the x coordinate for where to find the tile on the tile sheet. The first column in this 2D array is the y coordinate for where to find the tile on the tile sheet. Okay, in any case, the point is this is a list of 2D coordinates for all the images. We've also got current animation index, which is the row in this 2D array that we are currently displaying. We've got the animation switch delay, which is an amount of time that we're going to wait, measured in milliseconds, I think, between when we want to display the next image. And then this is the last iteration time. So this was the last time we switched images. So you don't have this render method. In yours, this is gone. There's only tick. What tick does is it just keeps track of the passage of time. So it asks if the difference between the current time and the last iteration time is more than our switch delay time. If it is, that means it's time to switch the image. So what we do is we set the current animation index to be 1 more than it currently is, and then mod it by the length of the list, so that way, if we've stepped off the end of the list, it'll wrap back around to index 0 again. Alright, so render. This render is overriding the render of the parent class. That's why animated tiles were rendering okay before, without it there, because it was just running the parent version of render. But since animated tiles have a special kind of animation, it's appropriate for it to override the render because it's going to do its own kind of rendering. So you need to match the parameter list in the parent, and we're essentially going to render at our own XY coordinates. We're going to use this tile sheet, but then the actual coordinates that we're going to render from, we're going to get from that list. So we're going to look in the animation tile coordinates at whatever the current index is, and then that's the X coordinate and the Y coordinate, respectively. I'm not sure if using this 2D int array is necessarily the best approach, and if you actually look at what I've done for supporting tile layering, I'm doing something slightly different. It's the same idea, but it uses lists instead of 2D arrays. Anyway, that's the idea. So if you create this, then your water should animate also.